Hello everyone, and welcome to this course on deploying Azure Virtual Networks, VPNs, ExpressRoute, and Virtual Network Gateways. My name is Bill Farrell. I've been about 15 years in the industry in IT. I've worked with a multitude of IaaS and PaaS services in the Azure space, and I am an Azure architect. My information is listed below. So here are our prereqs for the course. You'll obviously need an Azure account. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. Just as a reference guide here, there's a link here for $200 in Azure credits if you do not already have an account. So that'll give you some money to burn just in case you want to test things out and play around with some things. You also need some basic knowledge of networking and some PowerShell CLI experience. That won't be the super main focus of the course, but I will include that in there for any people that have some existing Azure experience, or they're just more comfortable with the shell and they want to see some stuff that you can do in the shell versus simply just using the web portal. And of course, the willingness to learn and apply, because remember, applied knowledge is power. So as far as the overview, in the course we're going to review some deployment of types of networking and connectivity resources, including virtual networks, VPNs, ExpressRoute, and virtual network gateways. We're also going to investigate how each of these services works and what service to use in different use case scenarios. So for example, in this particular case study as an example, the company Contoso has several resources living in the cloud, including some scale sets, some VMs, and they want to enable connectivity to these resources to their on-prem data center, and they are subject to some PCI compliance regulation as well as some OCC oversight as they're a financial service business. And a couple questions to follow up is, what is the appropriate service to use, why would you use it, and what is the best practice to deploy it? And if you look at the infographic, there's a hint there. And we're going to go over some of the tools used. Of course, the web portal, which is located portal@azure.com. You should be a little familiar with that already. If not, I would recommend taking a peek at it just to get your feet wet. We're also going to go over some PowerShell stuff using the Azure RM and the AZ CLI commandlets. I'm not going to go over exactly how to install the modules. Again, you should have some foundational PowerShell experience and be able to install those modules. And we're also going to take a look at the Azure Cloud Shell as well, which is actually a pretty neat feature that you can use versus using PowerShell on the desktop. So, if you're ready to dive into the world of networking in Azure, buckle up, let's get started. And of course, thanks for watching, and I hope you join me over for this course at INE.